Hello and welcome to episode 80 of our trip around the English and Welsh coastline by motorcycle. In the last episode we discovered a quiet stretch. You join us as we return to civilization.
Well, another great beach that you can drive your car right to. With that on his sofa chairs there, inflatable.
Live up, yeah. Brilliant. Fannies.
Yeah, loads of them. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Right, in one.
This is Cold Nap, the quiet side of Barry Island. It is a delightful place with a rugged pebbly beach and lovely gardens with a harp-shaped lake. Cold Nap Lake is the title and subject of a poem by Gillian Clarke, which has been part of the English Literature GCSE syllabus. What remains of an outdoor swimming pool can just about be seen here. It was opened on the 1st of May 1926 and was constructed by the voluntary labour of the local unemployed. It was the largest open-air swimming pool in Wales and one of the largest in Britain. It was closed in 1996 and became derelict. Despite local opposition, demolition of the buildings and infilling of the pool commenced in March 2004.
Lovely.
Yeah, so that's 2 bays so far that we've seen in Barry, both pebbly. And then further round you've got the pleasure beach. So this water that I'm talking about over there is obviously what we've got to get across, isn't it, by the look of it?
Yeah. Sure that, I think it's the harbour, the original harbour.
Well, yeah, I think because there's a harbour wall there. Oh, but we want to go over there. But we've got to go up here. go, Barry Island Pleasure Beach. Yay! Lots to do, lots of rides, lots of amusements. Got it all, Barry. It's actually, we've been here before and it's actually got a really nice vibe,
Yeah.
hasn't it? Yeah, really nice vibe.
Nowadays, Barry Island and the nearby town of Barry are physically inseparable. Most people view Barry Island as the seaside resort area of the town, but it was indeed once an island. The development of the town and docks in the late 1800s eradicated the island, and today it's barely a peninsula.
Private Friars Point House. Wow, look at that. All good. Yeah, good.
After the Second World War, Barry Island became a popular seaside resort. In 1966, the last Butlins holiday camp was opened here, occupying pride of place on Nell's Point. Despite being very successful, Butlins sold the camp to Majestic Holidays in 1986, and it continued to operate along similar lines until it finally closed in 1996. Modern ordinary houses were built on the site in 2003. What a great location.
Oh, that's your fancy electric charger. I'm going in. Oh. I'll get off because I can't see properly. Go for it. Yeah. No, you're all right. Keep going. Yeah, keep going and stop. Don't lean to the right though. Yeah. Here we go. Jared is lamenting yet another bike he wished he hadn't sold. We had an RD350LC back in the day before we ever had a car. I remember him racing that little Yamaha everywhere, with me hanging on for dear life, barely able to stay on the back. I know Barry Island has had its ups and downs, but on the few occasions we've visited, we've always found it to be very pleasant. Perhaps that's because we've always seemed to go on a sunny day. Recently, it's had a revival, partly due to being featured in the popular BBC series Gavin and Stacey, in particular Marco's Cafe, which is an actual cafe on the seafront.
Apart from the chimney stack you can see, there's not much left of what was here until fairly recently. It might not look like it, but this is hallowed ground for a steam train enthusiast. We can't leave Barry Island without a nod to its industrial past. South Wales' industrial heritage is gradually disappearing. In particular, I need to tell the story of Barry Scrapyard. Woodham & Sons can trace its origins as far back as 1892. The old man, Albert, retired in 1947 and his sons took over the business. In 1955, as part of the modernisation plan and beaching report, British Railways Board decided to accelerate the replacement of their steam engines and old rolling stock. This meant scrapping 16,000 steam trains and 600,000 wagons. Woodhams were in the right place at the right time and secured contracts with Western and Southern Railways to scrap their stock. Pretty much this exact spot was the end of the line for a lot of those wagons and locomotives. The wagons were easier to scrap and took up more space, so the locos got left, which gave the developing railway preservation movement an opportunity to rescue them. Di Woodham was sympathetic to the cause and worked with the steam enthusiasts. Of the 297 locomotives that were brought here, 213 left the site to be restored. Now that's what I call a happy ending. A lot of people go into Barry Island by the looks of it. I think they go down here and around there. We like a bit of industry, don't we? It's all part of the story, the coast story, and the history of our wonderful coastline. But a lot of it looks like this. Especially around what would have been busy ports at one stage. We have made our way around to the other side of Barry Docks. Like all the docks along this South Wales coast, Barry is a shadow of what it used to be. The dock development that encompassed Barry Island into the mainland opened in 1889. It was an alternative to the congested and expensive Cardiff docks to ship coal carried by rail from the South Wales coalfield. Everyone has heard of Isambard Kingdom Brunel, and even his father Mark is well known as an engineer. But did you know that Isambard's son Henry Mark Brunel was also an engineer? He assisted in the building of the docks here at Barry. We've gone from Barry, where everybody and their dog wants to go today for some reason. I know, we understand why they want to go there. To this, just 20 minutes later, just a little ways along the coast, and you've got this. Almost tempting to bring you stuff and find a little place down there, isn't it? You know? I'm surprised there aren't more van lifers here. Although there might be one just ahead on the right. Yeah. As you may know, we planned our route beforehand. We scoured over Google Maps looking for the closest roads to the coast, especially those hidden gems. Between Sully and Lavernock, we saw this short but interesting looking stretch separated by a pub car park. We went down to take a look to see if we could make the connection. That's it. No, that's our little route. Okay. We're both getting up and having a look. Yeah, go on, off you go.
We've just come from that direction, past the Captain's Wife, which is a pub, and ended up in this little car park at the end. But we were hoping that we would be able to get through and connect two little lanes. This is what we've got to try and get through. And Jared says, "You sure there's no way we can get through? Go on, go and have a look. Are you sure? Have another look." Wow, look at this. Do you really think we're going to get the Crosstourer through that? That I can 100% guarantee is a no. And the frustrating thing is, look, it goes. along the seafront, coast road, perfect, and I can see in the distance there's even a vehicle up there, but we can't get to it without going all the way back inland. And then there's this lane here, but it's a private road, no entry, so it says that this end, look, no entry, private drive, so the other end is going to be pretty much difficult to get through, which is fair enough when you live in a house like that. Look at that, wow, they've got some gorgeous windows. So we're looking out to, well, the end of the Severn Estuary really, I suppose. We've got Flatholm, the one with the lighthouse, Steepholm, and then in between those two islands there's two more little headlands. They're actually connected to the mainland. Oh, hang on, we've got that as well. So I reckon we've got Sand Point, Breen Down.
While we're on the subject of distances, from here it's 10.5 miles home, as the crow flies, which nearly makes it the closest part of Wales to where we live. However, if we were to take the shortest distance by road to get home, it would be 60 miles.
Huh. Anyway, that's where we live over there. Here we are again.
Yeah.
The other side of the wall with the bike. This time, having gone all the way around. Take a peep at that house, Jared. Yeah. Rather amazing. Wonder what was there before, because obviously a new build. All good. Drive. We said earlier how we liked Barry Island, but if you're looking for a slightly more upmarket place to visit or even live, then it has to be Penarth. Unfortunately, we'll be coming along the coast in the other direction, but we can't help that this time because it's one way. Lovely little seafront area as well, lots of lovely cafes, restaurants. Penarth Pier Pavilion. Does it say no entry? Does it say you can't? If you drive up to it, will they lift it up? It doesn't actually say no entry. It just says stop. So what happens if we drive up to it and stop? CCTV. On the yellow signs, look, on the lamppost it says CCTV.
We're faced with the same situation again. The closest road to the coast, and by far the quickest route here, is across the Cardiff Bay Barrage. Clearly a road, but we suspect open to just a select few. Will they let us through? Should we sneak along the cycleway?